Hello, good afternoon students. Today we are going to learn about the transistor. So transistor, it works on the principle of diode and triode only. In the last lecture when we discussed diode and triode, at that time we had discussed that we will learn some basic mechanism of this valve or use of this valve into the transistor. So here we are going to learn transistor in detail. Now what is transistor? So as per definition, it is the device made up of semiconductor. It is the device made up of semiconductor that is used to control the amount of current or voltage. Used to control the amount of current or voltage, or it is also used for amplification or modulation. Modulation means modification, regulation, or switching of an electronic signal. So in short, what is the function of transistor? So transistor means it will be useful for any type of the switching activity that will be required, or it will be useful for amplification of current or voltage. Okay. Now history wise, so when it was invented, so it was invented in 1945. It was invented in 1945. Who were the names of the inventor? So they were John Bardeen and Walter Brattain and William Shockley. So all these are scientists, name of the scientists who invented this transistor in Bell Laboratories. Clear? So whatever the computer we are using nowadays, it is containing multiple of transistors. So in the previous computers or older computers, they were having millions of transistors. Clear? So nowadays whatever the transistors we are using, they are quite different from the transistor that was invented by this scientist. Clear? So what is the difference, or we can say what was the disadvantage of the previous transistor? See, it is always revolution. Like initially whatever the telephone we were using, so they were having quite limitation, and if you compare that previous dial, we have to dial. Okay, so we were also using the word for that landline. So even the current landline phones, they are also advanced, but if you have seen that dial, or if you have seen that phone, so that was invention that was needed first time. But with advancement, with time, now you have smartphone in your hand. So whatever the transistor they had invented, we cannot say that they had less importance. Clear? They were also important, but with advancement nowadays we are having much advanced type of the transistors. So if we compare today's transistor with previous transistor, so they were having this disadvantages. Previous transistors, they were having this disadvantages. Which disadvantages? So they were much larger, so they were occupying more space. You might be having seen that photograph of the first computer. It was like one building, it was like big hall, and now you have laptop in your bag. Okay, you have tablet. Okay, you have mobile in your pocket. So they were occupying much space. Okay, so obviously the device that requires transistor also needs more space. Okay. Initial transistors, they were using more electricity. Now whatever the transistors we are using, they are eco-friendly and they are using less electricity. Say when you go for a purchase of refrigerator or grinder, okay, or this Gurganti, so they have star. Okay, like if you go for AC, so this is 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. So that is given based on how much amount of electricity that instrument requires. So initial transistors were requiring more electricity. Now current transistors, they are requiring less electricity. Now less requirement of the electricity, it does not allow you that performance should be poor. Okay, electricity requirement is less, but still performance should be same, or at least same or better. Clear? Okay, whatever the transistor they were used before in the previous time, they were producing more heat. That is as per Joule's law, H is equal to I square RT. But nowadays they are quite safe. They do not produce this amount of heat. And the previous transistor, they were having repeated failures. clear. But the present scenario transistors, they are not having failure as much as it was previously. Now, what is the use of this transistor? So as we know that without the use of transistor, it was not possible to make the computer, clear. So computer also got revolution along with the revolution in transistor. So transistor role for computer we cannot ignore, or we can say that generation or processing of the computer may not be possible without this transistor. Now, what is the use of this transistor into computer and where they are situated? So we know that computer is having three parts, okay. Input, that is keyboard, mouse; output, that is your monitor; and CPU, that is central processing unit. So this transistors will be part of the circuit in CPU, that is central processing unit, that is part of computer, clear. And this transistor will convert the data whatever you give to the computer into binary digits. So we all know that computer knows only 0 and 1, clear. Computer knows only 0 and 1, and that will be coded, clear. Now you also learn physiology, okay. So in that also you have just flow of sodium and potassium, whether you are angry, whether you are happy, whether you are sad. So all these impulses will be sent by sodium and potassium only. There are only two ions, those will be responsible for this electrical conduction, okay. Definitely chloride may be also there, but still mainly based on sodium and potassium. So relative concentration of sodium and potassium will decide your type of stimulus also, whether you are angry, whether you are sad, whether you are happy, clear. So that is nothing but coding, okay, coding. So here the coding will be done 0 and 1. So the first computer, the more than 2000 transistors were utilized, clear. So this is regarding its role in computer. Now, other than computers, which are the other equipments those are using this transistors? So they are including radio, calculators, okay. Calculator is also, we can say it is mini computer. So for calculation it is used, and other things like fan, okay, that also use transistor because it has that regulator, okay. You have regulator from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to regulate the fan, clear. So for that also we need transistor. So they are used in radio, calculators and other things. So what is the function of this transistor? Transistor controls a large electrical output signal with change in small input signal. See, you can imagine that you are riding your bike, clear. So if you want to increase your speed from 30 to 60 km/h, you want to double it, clear. But what you are doing, you are just moving your accelerator with your right hand, clear. So whatever the energy you apply, that is very less, clear, that is very less. So it is small input signal, okay, it is small input signal, but that will be resulting into large output. Your speed will increase directly from 30 to 60 km/h. Okay, another example, you have tap. You want to fill one bucket or one carbo with 20 liter or with 50 liter, whatever, clear. But for that what you need to do is you just need to open the tap, okay. No, okay, you just need to open the tap. When you open this tap, so whatever the energy you are using, that is very small amount of energy, clear, but that will be sufficient to flow 20 liter or 50 liter or even 100 liters of water from that tap, clear. So very small input signal will be resulting into large electrical output, clear. So this can be analogous to what I said, that is maybe example of the bike, maybe example of this tap, clear. So ultimately what is the function of this transistor? So they are working as amplifier, clear, they are working as amplifier. So they are also used in loudspeakers, clear. So you speak very small amount of words, or we can say very slowly you are speaking, and your voice will be made louder. So that is nothing but amplifier. Now transistor may also work as switch, clear, which can open and close many times per second, especially some automatic switches, not this manual switches, but somewhere you have parameter sensitive type of the switches available. So after particular temperature or after particular sound, okay, your switch will be off or your switch will be on, like that. Okay, so that can be also regulated by the use of transistor. And as we discussed, transistors, they are also used in loudspeaker. Okay, now you know that if I speak very slowly, but if I have loudspeaker, I can reach to many number of people. Yeah, so we are using loudspeaker in our lecture hall. So without loudspeaker, if I speak without mic, if I speak, so complaints will be coming from the last benches that sir, you are not audible. But in this case, definitely we are audible. Okay, why? Because we are using this mics. Now there are a few types. So there are two types of classification: junction transistor and field effect transistors. Junction transistors, they are nothing but NPN, that is N-type, P-type, N-type semiconductors you join together. So that is nothing but our triode, and you will be having NPN transistor. PNP transistor means it is P-type, N-type, P-type transistor. Clear? So these are triodes that already we learned. Okay, some are field effect transistors. Those are difficult to understand, but just we will remember as a part of syllabus. Okay, so junction field effect transistor and metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. Now you can see this is NPN type of transistor. So N type, P type, and again N type. Clear? So here it is the symbol that you can see on the right side of the screen. So in this, P type will be working as base, okay, collector and emitter. So collector will allow the flow of current, clear, from collector to emitter. See, this can be understood with the simple example. Base means from where you are applying this signal, clear, from where you are giving small input signal, okay, and that will allow the flow of current to flow from collector to emitter. So this is NPN transistor with its electronic symbol. Now what is it? Okay, so this is the transistor with one type of the semiconductor material between two layers of another type of semiconductor materials. Clear? So that we already saw in the previous slide, that if the middle layer is of P type, that is positive type, and other two layers on the both the sides of P type, okay, that is N type. Clear? So this will be known as NPN transistor. Clear? Here one will be working as emitter, one will be working as collector, and one will be working as base. So generally the middle layer is working as base, remaining two, so any one will be emitter and any another is collector. Clear? So middle part is base, that we have to remember, we will not forget. Middle portion is of base. Clear? Now where this two different types join, it is known as junction. Like in NPN type of the transistor, there will be junction between N and P type semiconductor and P and N type of semiconductor. These are known as junctions. So we can say there are two junctions in NPN transistor, and same in PNP transistor, there are two junctions. This is PNP type of transistor with its electronic symbol. So you can see that it is having base, that is N type. So N is between these two P. Clear? So P, they are on both the sides. So one will be working as collector, one will be working as emitter, and middle part will be working as base. Clear? Now as we discussed in PNP transistor, so what is in the middle? N. So N will be working as base. Okay, P will be, that is either emitter or collector. Clear? Okay. Now there is one difference Okay, what is that difference? So it is very simple. Okay, in NPN type of the transistor, okay, the flow of current is by electron. Okay, because they both have more of negative type or N type. But in PNP, we know that there are P type of the semiconductor on both the side as collector as well as emitter. Okay, so generally in P type of the semiconductor, flow of current is by hole. Okay, so that hole will be occupied by electron, and from where the electron is coming, that will be again forming the hole. So when you see, you will feel that hole is moving. Understood? Okay, so this is the difference between the NPN and PNP type of transistor. Yes, so flow is controlled by electron in NPN transistor, and it is because of hole movement in PNP type of transistor. Now, what is field effect transistors? We are not going in detail for this, but it is made up of two layers of semiconductor materials. Okay, one is placed over the another. Previously what we learned, they were having three layers of semiconductors, but here they are two only. Clear? And they are given different names. So the layer from which electricity flows, it is known as channel, and the layer from which voltage is connected, it is known as gate. So there are two parts, those are given name, channel and gate. Here the gate controls the intensity of current coming from channel. In previous type of the transistor, junction transistor, the base was controlling the amount of current, and here the gate controls the intensity of current. Clear? So like accelerator, so it is small input that is controlling the output of engine. Clear? Or regulator of the fan, so that is working as, we can say, it is controlling the output. Clear? Now how it is working? So in this diagram you can see there is base, collector and emitter. So actual flow is from collector to emitter. You can see that there is one container. Okay, so you can think of water, any of the fluid. So the water should come from collector to emitter. Water should come from collector to emitter. Okay, but that flow is prevented by one T-shaped plunger. Clear? That is T-shaped plunger. So what happens? That water will not be entering into the emitter. Clear? You just have to imagine that T is, the horizontal line of the T is larger. Okay, so now when you give some amount of water from the base, clear, so it will lift this plunger. Okay, so this flow of water will be possible to flow from collector to emitter. Clear? So is it simple? Okay, so let me explain one more time. Base, if you enter into the base with some amount of water, so this plunger will be elevated. Okay, so initially that plunger was not allowing the flow of water from collector to emitter, but now it is allowing. Clear? So that is the simple mechanism of working. You can simply think of tap, you can simply think of that accelerator of your bike. Okay, you can simply think of volume button in your this mic. So you are giving very small input signal, but the output is larger, it is significant, it is marked. Clear? So what is the mechanism of work? So that already we discussed. So when you have bipolar junction transistor, so we have base, collector and emitter. Clear? So when weak input signal or very small input signal is applied at base, okay, this inner layer, so this small change in current will be magnified as larger change, rapid change in the current. Okay, so that is the function of transistor. Now so when water comes from the base, so as we discussed in the diagram, it will lift the plunger and it will allow the flow of this water from collector to emitter. Clear? So very small amount of water, very small amount of the water from the base will be allowing this large amount of water to enter from collector to emitter. Clear? So this is how it will be helpful, function of transistor. So if you have any question, you can ask. Thank you.